Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, fellow acolytes and cooking interested people. So, this episode we are going to make a nice and easy and also very cheap oatmeal soup. A bit like porridge, but it's way more fluid and not so slimy, and actually it tastes good. No offense here to you all porridge eaters out there. It's just my own preference. So, the intro sadly was not in the best condition. I had to leave my window open because at this day where I was filming this video it was hot as fuck, as you can see on my fatty hair and the taste test, and thus there was a lot of traffic noise outside from the street, and I don't know if I can get rid of it. We'll see. Well, hopefully you have fun with the video. And now let's start. Alright, so oatmeal soup basically consists of two things. So, right, first you need some oats. I have the fine grained ones, but you can have the more brewed ones as well. Doesn't matter too much because they will become very soft anyway. And you need a little bit of milk and you need a little bit of sugar. And for taste I'll just add vanilla sugar. You know the drill, you can use vanilla extract if you want. So it's really easy. Just put on high heat and take your milk. Now, if you want to plan ahead, you can make more soup than for one meal. So you can eat it 2 times a day if you want to, and just reheat it in the evening. But I'm gonna do like 300 milliliter of milk for one portion. And now I just keep heating the milk until it boils. And boiling milk is always a little bit tricky because it overboils really quick. So best you take your wooden spoon of choice and just keep stirring it as soon as you can see steam rising from it. So as soon as you can see steam coming from the milk, you better stir it and watch out a little bit, because when milk boils it will make foam, and this foam will rise really quickly and overshoot over your pot. Basically no matter how much or how less of amount of milk you have, so keep that in mind. So now I'm just heating the milk. Alright, we can now see steam coming from the milk. Yes, you should be able to see it. Alright, so now the steam is gonna boil, the milk is gonna boil every minute, any minute now. And I'm gonna stir it a little bit to check consistency. And what you have to do basically is you have to wait for your milk to boil. And then when it boils, just reduce the heat. You don't have to wait until your milk rises, but what that does is it separates the fat from the milk itself. So I'm gonna show you what I mean. I'm just gonna wait a little bit, and also I have some fluid marks here, so basically I'll see when the milk shoots up. So now it's just a waiting game. Okay, I can see bubbles forming in the middle of the pot, so the milk will rise soon. Getting ready. So the milk warns you basically. You can see that there are bubbles and it's forming all kind of stuff. And now she's rising. And I'm putting the pot away. Right? So now I reduce the heat to low or medium heat. And just give it a little stir here. And basically what we've done now is we have separated, I can put the milk off for a bit. We've separated the milk from all its fat and lumpy stuff. So if you search around in your milk here, you have pieces like this one. Don't know if you can see it really. See, it was like a slimy blob. And for all of you who don't like these, this is the way to get rid of them. So I'll transfer this into my garbage bin. Alright. So now that we cooked the milk, we can just leave it like it is and add our oatmeal. And depending on the consistency you want for your end product, you have to add the oatmeal. So if you want a soup like type, add like, well, perhaps 3 or 4 teaspoons and then just heat it up. And if you want a more like porridge style, so really well, mostly oats and almost no fluid, then add more. And keep in mind your oats will also swell to a certain degree. So they will become soft and larger by quite some amounts. So now I've added my oats. So now I can stir in here. And I'm gonna perhaps add some more, but most importantly I just bring it back to the plate. Now on low heat, just to keep it warm. And I'm just gonna add some more oats because by looking in the pot I can see it's still very soup-like. Alright, now this should be enough. And now comes the most important part. So right now you can stop here if you don't want to have too much sugar in your food, or if you have to watch your line or your figure. But I'm gonna add a little bit of vanilla sugar for a taste. And I'm also gonna add some cinnamon. And I'm gonna really go to town with the cinnamon. There's never too much cinnamon. So I'm incorporating it into my soup here. And now I just leave that simmer. So perhaps I turned up the heat a little bit, but you don't have to. Just now let your oats simmer in the milk and wait a little bit for them to soak up milk, and check your consistency of your oat soup. So basically you could say it's porridge, but here as we do it, it will become more of a soup, because that's well favorable for my stomach and probably for the most of you as well. Keep stirring so your milk won't rise a second time, so you don't burn your milk. So the difference between this and porridge is porridge is very thick in consistency, and well, I can eat it and it doesn't matter to me, but well, I get full easily when eating porridge, and also it doesn't look tasty, it doesn't have a nice texture. So I'm making this soup and then I'm happy. So right now these are my oats, and they've grown quite a little bit. So you can use a spoon or whatever to make a little taste test here. Alright, so taste is good. I have exactly the right amount of sugar, and also there is some cinnamon in there. Now I just turned off the heat completely, so the milk won't boil all the time. And now I'm just waiting for this to cool down. And I keep stirring it because you can see the milk is still kind of boiling. Good thing the oats prevent it from overshooting, but yeah. Also, I'm using whole milk here because the skimmed milk or fat-free milk well, really is not helping here. We are cooking a meal for the end of the month when the money is low, so we need lots of good stuff which fills our stomach. So if you use fat-free milk, you lose some of the calories you put in here. Okay, so now I'm gonna pull up this pot from the heat and just let it cool for about a minute or so. Alright, so as you can see, I let my pot cool a little bit, and the consistency is still fluidy, a little bit viscous, but it's definitely not porridge, and that's what we want here. So I'm gonna pour it into my deep dish here. Almost looks like the protein slime from the Matrix movies. Alright, there you have it, our non-porridge oat soup made with milk and sugar. And keep in mind, your oats will keep growing in size as long as they are submerged in fluid. So the slower you eat this, the thicker it will become. But if you have hit the right ratio for oatmeal and milk, it will never become as thick as porridge. So yeah, I guess that's all, and let's make a little bit of a taste test. Hopefully this is not too hot. Okay, it's very good. I just love the texture. It's soft to the bite, not too hard, and it's not porridge, so my stomach doesn't fight against it. And it's a little bit sweet, and tastes actually good. So the texture is almost like if you were eating, almost, but the milk gives it a little bit of a soup-like texture. So, well, I cannot really describe how this texture feels in your mouth, but it's well, it's pleasantly thick, I would say. So I will eat this while watching YouTube videos, and yeah. Well, I thank you all for dropping by, and I hope you learned something, and I hope you had fun. If you cook this for yourself, write a comment and tell me how it tasted. And well, if you have any other recipe ideas, just write a comment as well. So yeah, hope you enjoyed. Keep in mind, this meal is also very good if you have an upset stomach or you have the flu. So your stomach will always be very gentle to you if you eat this. So if you have a stomach that's acting up and you feel sick, you can eat that as well. So you don't have to wait until the end of the month where the money is low or not there at all. Just cook it whenever you feel like. Alright, so as always, thank you for watching. Bye bye.